All right, Barb, thank you. Well, there is a new president in charge at Indiana State University. Deborah Curtis is the school's 12th president, the first woman to lead the 152-year-old institution. She is here now to share her vision for a campus that has undergone lots of positive change in recent years, and she wants to continue that momentum. And President Curtis, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
As an ISU alum, you're familiar with the campus, but people who haven't been on campus for a while, it's changed a lot, and a lot in a positive way, a lot of physical changes and changes that had really gone on in the Terre Haute campus.
That's absolutely true. Several decades ago, since I was a student there, and my experience there as a graduate student was it was a somewhat urban campus, streets running through here and there, and it was wonderful at that time. But from President Landini's time on, the presidents have maintained a fidelity to the master plan of really turning this into a college campus environment, and we're doing that.
Your inauguration was a week ago, and on that day, it marked 100 days on the job. So the first 100 days, your impressions, any big takeaways?
Well, a couple of pieces. First of all, Indiana State's poised to launch for our next chapter. Dan Bradley, as president, did a wonderful job of bringing us to this point. And now it's really engaging with our friends on campus, our colleagues, but also the community, the city, the county, the Wabash Valley, and saying, what does the next level for Indiana State in this area look like? So that's truly a sense of opportunity.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit more about that? Because one of the themes or the theme of your inauguration was partnerships. So you obviously believe in that. How can those partnerships take shape?
Well, Indiana State University has always been engaged in partnerships. We haven't always lifted those up as much as we intend to now. The kind of work we do at our institution requires participation. It's a little bit of an overused phrase, but it does take a village to really prepare the workforce for the state of Indiana, and that's what we do, and that's what we've done for a long time. So we engage with community action groups, community leadership, city, council, businesses, manufacturing, and I'm going to say particularly the other higher ed institutions, and the K-12 system in the Wabash Valley as well.
Talk about enrollment and wanting to continue to enhance and advance enrollment. Positive steps certainly over the last number of years. What's the future student at ISU look like?
Well, all we have to do is take a look at the changing demographics for college-going students in this nation right now and know that's the demographic of the student that Indiana State has served for many years. We're a lot of first-generation college-goers, a lot of Pell-eligible students. If we had not been affording this opportunity for access and affordability for them, many of these students might not have had an option. That's the demographic going forward. So we are indeed going to be recruiting those students and providing them that entree. But along with that, we're going to be actively engaged in widening the funnel for students at Indiana State. The Commission for Higher Ed shares with us 750,000 Hoosiers have some college and no degree. We need to be of service to that population. A lot more who are non-traditional students who are looking maybe not for another degree, but some just-in-time education, some 12, 15-hour certificates that move them forward in their careers. I like to use the example of computer science. Maybe 10 years ago, you were in a degree in computer science and your employer says, we need you to pick up some expertise in cybersecurity. Do we have that available? 12, 15 hours, that allows that person to move forward.
Yeah. A final question for you. You touched on partnerships with other academic institutions in the Wabash Valley, and there are numerous, and the business community. Do you see Indiana State playing a leadership role in really engaging in economic development and the growth of West Central Indiana?
We truly will be. Indiana State needs the Wabash Valley to be a destination, not just for recruiting students, for our employees, for our staff, for our faculty, to recruit faculty is another piece that sometimes folks don't think about. But also when we do well, the Wabash Valley does well. So we really want to lock arms with our community leaders and civic leaders and lift up the Wabash Valley. There's a lot of good work with Riverscape and activities like that. We want to be a major partner in that. Very good.
Dr. Deborah Curtis, the new president at Indiana State University, on the job now for just over 100 days. Thanks for coming on the show. Welcome to Indiana. Welcome back to Terre Haute, and we hope to have you on again.
Thank you.
All right.